All right, welcome back, guys. Apologize. I had to cut that last video short. I had a phone call. Uh, so yeah, let's get back to what we were talking about. We uh, we established our bases. We want them to be 100 thousandths tall. I'm going to try get this on camera here, so you guys can have a good visual, side-by-side visual there of the different bases that we made. And then remember our domes that we made are a few thousandths taller than the Johan kit pieces, but that's okay. You want to get them down farther, you can. But overall, we're fairly close. So we've established that. And then the next thing we need to worry about is making our guts for the inside. So I have this whole entire box of fashion jewels that I get from Hobby Lobby, and they range all the way down from 3mm to 10. And we want the 4mm for this. And I don't know if this is going to show up or not, but there are 3 types of jewels in here. If you can see it, these have kind of, I don't know, a black tint to them. If you can make that out. The ones on the bottom here, these are clear. These have a rainbow type of effect to them, multicolored. You can see some pinks and stuff in there. What we want to use is the clear ones. So we grabbed 4 of those out. And all we did was glue the clear side together. Okay? I don't think this is working out too well. Let me see here. All we did was glue the clear side together, because what we're trying to establish or the rotator that is inside the light. Okay? Just like that. So once you have those together, of course we won't be able to continue much farther today, because the base of these need to go off and be chromed. I'll hit them with a Molotov pen here shortly, and we'll get that done. Get out of there. But we're gonna show you real quick what we've got done. So you got your 2 bases. And I don't know why this is sticking, but it certainly is. Grab another pair of tweezers. That's sticking too. It's got paint on it. Grab another pair. So we made both of our rotating lights for the inside. we've got our domes done. Put our domes on there. And we will add a 3D printed speaker to them. I have two different types that I use, the CP25 or the wide mouth speaker, which is a CJ24. But with all that done, we need to establish our length for our actual bar that we're going to put on the car. And I don't know if you noticed in the previous shot, I had 3 cars sitting up here. And we have the Ford, the Dodge Monaco, and then I have another Monaco sitting here because this is going to be our next project. I believe you can see the difference in the widths of the roofs on these 2 cars. So it's critical that you measure what you have to work with. The Ford is 2.150. It's probably not showing up. 2.145. See how much more narrow the Monaco is? So we want one for the Monaco. So we're looking at 2 inches, 10 thousandths, let's say. But you want a little overhang on that. You don't want it inset inside the roof. You want just a small overhang. I can't really reach this one. So it looks like we are about 2 inches, 120 thousandths on this Monaco, the way the light bar is set. So we'll get some of this out of the way. And then we're going to go back to our pieces of styrene. We had the 40 by 156 or the 80 by 80. I'm going to go again with the 40 by 156. So we already established our width, what we want to do. So lock that down. Bring this around. Stick it out here on the table. We have our depth set. Find another one of my super dull blades here. Make a little impression on it. Just bend it and snap it. And that's that. So we will see if we can get this set up here on this car. Now, of course, we're going to have to make our feet for it. Okay, you can see we're a little bit, I think we're a little long. I'm going to go ahead and trim just a little bit off on that. There we go. Now if we can manage to get all this up here without knocking everything off, we'll get a decent visual of how this might look. Of course, I have to make a bracket for this speaker. That's why I don't use them that much, because they're kind of hard to get up there. I'll set that base in place. Try to counterbalance our weight. We'll set that one in place. We will put our rotating beacons inside. We still have some more work to do to these as well. Then we'll try to add our domes here without knocking everything off. Of course, nothing wants to line up because we're on camera. But that is the basic gist of making a Model 11 Visi-bar for your 125 scale emergency models. That doesn't look too awful bad. Again, here is one with some kit pieces in it. Basically just the dome. I made everything else for it. And then the third one. So it's just a matter of finding the light bulb that corresponds closely to what you want to use, what you want to make. And then the rest of it is some simple styrene pieces, a couple little fashion jewels. I mean, I've got 2 boxes of these things sitting here that I've probably had for 3 or 4 years, and probably have enough jewels last in them to go probably another 5 years if I made these every day. But the plan is we have this Ford we just did. I still have decals left over that match the Ford. I don't know if you can see that or not. We still have decals. So I was going to make a later model of that car with the same decals. A couple blue domes on it. We'll set the light bar up pretty much the same, and we'll go from there. But I will continue to work on the domes on this one, get them painted, get the bases chromed, the speaker chromed, and make some feet, because I have been using the feet out of this Monaco kit. The new release has an extra set of only feet in it, so just remember that. But this was my last set. This was the last kit I have. So we'll probably bend some paper clips up for that. And once we get all that done, I'll put a video, talk about that a little bit. But it's not hard to improve on your emergency models by doing simple things like making your own lights. It's a bit of a process, I know, but it's something that I feel like the kit manufacturers just do not get right. You know, this thing was made the same way. I made the base out of 11/32 tube, although I made these a little bit taller. Cut the glass, ground it to size, put the 4mm jewels inside. You have to remove the chrome, and then that allows you to color the bulbs any color you want. So these are actually blue and clear. And then the flashers that we made for it, that is a simple piece of styrene tubing with a couple of fashion jewels just stuck into it. You know, it's part imagination. It's part working with, you know, the styrene. You can do just about anything you want with styrene. This one has the 80x80 bar on it. I don't know if it's showing up very well. Whereas opposed to this one has the 40x156. Either one looks all right to me. But that's how you go about trying to improve your kits, make them look a little more realistic than what comes in the parts that are supplied with the kit. So I appreciate everybody watching, following along. Like I said, I will make an update video of when we get our other light bar finished, and hopefully you can follow along, and we'll see what that looks like once we get it done. All right, thanks for looking, everyone. Bye.